The definition of innovation relates to the definition of invention, in that innovation is the means by which an invention is made available and accessible to an end user. Hence, an innovator is that very special person who innovates. In this definition, the small word means is critical because it covers such a wide range, a diverse range of steps and decisions that are involved in actually taking an invention all the way through to the market. Identifying the opportunity in the first place might be one of those things. Sometimes that will overlap with the process of invention. IP protection, determining the specification and requirements of a product, service or process. The necessary R&D and collaboration with partners, investment and resource needs, market and customer needs, as well as downstream, how you're going to manufacture it, as well as distribute and sell it. All these considerations are really important and make it a very complex issue for innovators who have to have the skills and the ability that enable them to address some of this difficult and complex process. Individual innovators may only have some of the skills and experience required to innovate. Most of it actually happens within collaborative teams, even with a startup. And there are various roles within an established company which may divide up the roles and responsibilities between individuals with relevant skills. Those individuals innovating within an established larger commercial company are often as part of an R&D team are known as intrapreneurs. And when tech companies talk about skills shortages, this is one area of concern, because it's not necessarily about insufficient researchers available, but having received training in universities, often these individuals then do not have the understanding of business, of the culture, approaches, needs and expectations from commercial research. Few higher degree courses in science provide research training relevant to the needs of industry, that of being an intrapreneur. This issue of appropriate training also applies to other kinds of innovators, to the entrepreneurs and the disruptive entrepreneurs. I think it's important to say here that definitions become important now. In its strictest sense, an entrepreneur is simply someone who establishes an independent business, which can include anything from being an accountant, a plumber, a retailer, as well as those who will manufacture new products, establish new processes, and deliver new services. While never diminishing the importance of such businesses, after all, they make up a large part of a nation's businesses and account for vast employment. The type of entrepreneur we're referring to here is really the scientist entrepreneur, who are able to establish businesses on the basis of outputs of scientific research. This may include anything from a new diagnostic kit, a new drug, a new industrial process, most often based, however, upon incremental innovation. In contrast to the scientist entrepreneur, the role and importance of the disruptive entrepreneur was first recognized by Joseph Schumpeter back in the 1920s. And these are individuals who establish businesses around disruptive technologies and the disruption of markets by the introduction of novel business models and different approaches. These are the individuals who own businesses that can transform a sector, and if sufficient in number, can impact significantly on a nation's economy and growth. If a nation manages the right mix between scientist entrepreneurs and disruptive entrepreneurs, then this group of talented, enterprising individuals can become the powerhouse behind national growth. And this is something most governments would agree to. Given this importance, though, the role of such innovators to an economy, it's crucial that their training is not left to chance. It should not be the case that their progress through their career in realizing the benefits of invention is not in spite of the system, but because of it. Every nation needs to deliberately and emphatically focus upon creating the best conditions to generate these innovative individuals, to provide the best training to deliver scientists, entrepreneurs and entrepreneurs, and most especially disruptive entrepreneurs, in order to transform economies, society and the environment.